Alright, I'm back for a little bit, and of course, Totokanai Koi's playing in the background. So, well, we wait. I'll let that play. Alright, I'm gonna interrupt it again. So, the translation notes for the previous scene, basically they had a radio host on, and another guy named Uehara was on. Or a girl, I don't know. We'll find out. So the radio host said, "And lastly, this is something I wanted to know myself as well. What do you have planned for the next performance? It goes without asking, but the main actress will be Sanuchi Akira this time as well, right?" And Uehara says, "Well, we're currently scheduled for February, and we'll be presenting a modern-era love story." "Oh, a love story? Oh, that sounds fairly detached from the Watos group's usual directions and themes." "Although she's an actress, Sanuchi has never performed the role of a woman before. This time, however, she's planning on facing this role head-on. I can't even imagine what kind of performance it'll be." "Eh? How could you say that? Isn't Sanuchi-san gorgeous? I've seen all her performances so far. I'm a huge fan." "Of course, but she really doesn't fit the idea of a woman, you see. And during the few days before a performance, it's like she loses the title of human altogether." "You sure say some crazy-sounding things. Does that mean she's just that engrossed in her roles?" "She's like a demon when it comes to preparing for her roles, to the point where sometimes she's so focused on them, she can't even bring herself back into reality for a bit." Well, I guess we'll have plenty to look forward to for the next performance, it seems." "Yeah, indeed. I'll be doing our best in preparation for the performance, so please do come and watch." And that concludes our interview with Uehara-san, the representative of the acting troupe Watos. Thank you so much for coming today, Uehara-san. "Likewise, thank you for having me." "Alright, time for a song. Since we're talking about a love story, isn't this one perfect?" So, yeah. I don't know what this is about, and obviously it's a new thing. I guess this Sanuchi is probably going to come into the plot. Sanuchi Akira. I don't know who that is. I don't know if it's somebody we already know. They did say, he does say something about, or yeah, Uehara says something about her not fitting the idea of a woman, which makes me think of Haruki's friend, but I don't know. I don't have a spoiler for this, so I don't know. So Shakyu's waking up.
だって私、父親の顔も名前も知らないし、母親とはここ数年一緒に暮らしてないし、渡されてるカードに上限額ないし。
Well, I never knew my father's name, or what he looked like. I haven't lived with my mother in years. The credit card she left me doesn't even have a limit.
私んちの事情、そんなに複雑じゃないし、普通に想像した通りだし、人によっては大して深刻な話じゃないし。
My family's circumstances aren't that complex. They're really perfectly normal. In some people's eyes, they're no big deal at all.
でも、だからこそ、ムカついたっていいよね。
But that's
意味も
exactly...
なく嫌になったって。
Oh my god, her pauses. But that's exactly why. It's fine for me to be pissed, right? It's fine for me to be angry, right? It's fine for me to be angry for no reason at all, right? Mhm.
ちょっと、北原
Well, wait, Kitahara.
なんで
Why?
なんで黙ってそりゃ隠そうよね
Why didn't he tell? No. Who wouldn't keep this a secret, actually?
何よあいついいじゃん別に普通にかっこいいじゃない
I can't believe this guy. Well, this is pretty neat, huh? Looking pretty cool on the stage there, isn't he?
Piano やめようと思ったんだ
I thought about giving up on the piano.
あの人の娘でいることやめようと思ったんだ
Thought about abandoning my place as her daughter.
違うよこんなの
This is all wrong.
懐かしいなあ。俺このステージ生で見たんだよ。
Oh, this takes me back. I watched this performance live, you know?
すげえ盛り上がってるよな。俺たちの3年間でこんなに盛り上がったライブなんか一度もなかった気がする。
What a crowd. I don't think there was a performance during our 3 years here that got people as excited as this.
私の知ってるあいつはいつも陰気でこんな風に笑ってかっこつけて自分に酔ったりしない
The guy I know is always gloomy. He never laughs like this, tries acting cool like this, or gets immersed with himself like this at all.
やってること大したことないんだけどな。楽器はギターとキーボードだけで、あとは打ち込みだし、何しろ歌ってるのが姉ちゃんだし。
But what they actually did wasn't all that amazing. The only instruments were a guitar and a keyboard, and the rest of it was just synthesized. And the singer, I mean, it's just my sister.
だからここまで盛り上がったんじゃないか。
Isn't that precisely what that it got the crowd so pumped up in the first place? Isn't that precisely the reason it got the crowd so pumped up in the first place?
一歩引いて人事みたいに自分を遠くから見てて人の心が近づくのを極端に恐れる冷血動物だよ
I had to kind of work through that previous line. So basically the guy is saying, isn't it precisely because they have the constraints of it being a guitarist and a pianist and one singer, and they had to actually make all the backing vocals themselves, and they have to carry this on stage themselves. Like, that's what makes it so great, the performance. And then Koharu says, he's always removed, looking at himself from a distance, as if he were a complete stranger, absolutely terrified of getting close to others, a cold-blooded animal.
どうだ杉浦、うちの姉ちゃん本当に東間和沙とユニット組んでただろ。でほら、この左側のギターの人が。
What did I tell you, Sugiura? My sister totally went on at the same time on the same stage as Toma Kazusa, and the guy playing the guitar to their left is...
これはここに映ってるのはさ
This. The guy in this video.
あ、
あの時の音楽室のあいつだよ
Is the person I saw in the music room back then.
私やっぱりピアノが好きだ
In any case, for now, I want to remember.
母さんも実はそんなに嫌いじゃないんだ。母さんも実はそんなに嫌いじゃないんだ。私やっぱりピアノが好きだ。
I don't know. I'm just gonna read the lines because I can't match them up. So, they said some of these won't appear if you didn't choose a certain choice, but I can't match them up. So the lines that Kazas is gonna deliver are, in any case, for now, I want to remember. No, a time, no doubt, long in the past, when I really loved the piano. How I felt, like in the past, when I stood in front of the piano.
だから私は自分の選んだ道が正しいって信じてる。親孝行してくる。これからは刹那みたいないいやつになるんだ。
She's mentioning Setsuna, so I don't know which line this links up to. Okay, I see. Alright, those are the lines they skipped. So she says,
私やっぱりピアノが好きだ。
I actually really like the piano.
母さんも実はそんなに嫌いじゃないんだ。
And my mother, when I think about it, I don't really hate her that much.
だから私は自分の選んだ道が正しいって信じてる。
That's why I believe that taking my own path is the right thing to do.
親孝行してくる。これからは刹那みたいないいやつになるんだ。私。
I will repair the relationship with my mother. This time I'll be a good person just like Setsuna. So some lines don't show up if you chose choice 2. The way they phrased it was if you didn't choose choice 1 instead of if you chose choice 2. I don't know. They should have said if you chose choice 1, these lines are read. Not if you didn't choose choice 1, you don't read them. Like the double negative. Finished. Yeah. I finished the manuscript that I couldn't start working on, no matter how long I started at it. Or no matter how long I stared at it. In just an hour. But in that same hour, I've also spent an entire day's worth of mental energy. Feelings of exhaustion and listlessness assault my body. If I were to relax just a little bit, I'd probably lose consciousness. The tiredness of my body isn't the only thing encroaching me. A multitude of feelings is also clawing away at my heavy heart. At times, it feels like a drill is being forced through it. Other times, as if it is flowing through warm water. Then just plain excitement takes over. This complicated barrage of emotions sends my mind spiraling in confusion, unsure of what I'm really feeling right now. I sold her out. I revealed to the world the secrets that should only have belonged to the three of us. But amidst my ruthless acts of betrayal, the few times I recalled what she said were enough to send me into a state of ecstasy. Never opened her heart up to anyone, the prodigy of the music department, despite falling behind others in the regular programs, grew furious and then mellowed out, became honest, and then started lying again. Remembering those days 3 years ago, I found myself laughing half the time and crying the other half.
メール
The email. But be it my sense of guilt or my sense of satisfaction, I have no intention of worrying about either of those right now. I need to send her my second draft. The deadline is midnight. We're talking about Mari-san here. There's an obvious difference between an email sent at midnight and an email sent at 6 in the morning. That's why I need to send it now. If I pass out here, I won't be able to wake up by tomorrow morning for sure. I feel so incredibly relaxed after all. Be it Setsuna or Kazusa, or our 3 years of frustrations together. In this very moment, I've sublimated them all into beautiful memories.
おやすみ
Good night. Who did I say this sentence to just now? Was it to someone a 30-minute walk away? Or someone a couple dozen hours of a plane ride away? Was it to only one of them, or both of them? In this moment, I have no way to know the answer, and no need to know the answer either. So that's the end of that scene. Todokanai. So now we're probably gonna get the plot rolling.
なんだこれは。
Almost all the girls know about his past now. So his past is out there. If he wanted to hide it, he can't. Mari knows. The girl Koharu, Sugiura knows. Chiaki, whatever her last name was, she knows. Because she saw the photo. Who else is involved? I'm trying to think of who the other girls are. So those are 3 of the major girls, though. And then obviously we have Setsuna and Toma, and they're out there somewhere. So those are 5 girls. I don't know how many endings there are. I've kind of been trying not to look at the endings to see what they are. I don't think there's a Toma ending in closing chapter, but I could be wrong. But we're gonna kind of play it as if there is a Toma ending. I don't know if there is or not. To closing chapter, at least. I don't know, I think there's another chapter after this, and I don't know where that goes. So let's continue for a little bit. What is all this? The second draft of the manuscript that I sent with the last ounce of strength I could muster.
マリさん、だから北原君は。
Mari-san, wait, Kirahara-kun's already.
そうそうこの際だから努力くらいは認めてあげましょうよ一応締め切りには間に合わせたんだし
Yeah, you gotta give him points for effort, right? He did make the deadline after all.
何も分かってない奴らは黙ってろ。
If you have no clue what's going on, then just shut your mouths. Oh,
はい。
she smacked him, right? Yes, ma'am. Seems to be getting a similar reaction as my first draft did. Well, in a way, I can't say I didn't expect it.
北条大夫に入学したのは母親である東間陽子に捨てられたから。本人の希望は何一つ考慮されなかった。
She entered Hoju High only because her mother, Tomayuko, abandoned her there? Her personal wishes were never taken into account.
少なくともその時点で本人はそう思ってました。後で誤解だったって判明するわけですけど。
At the very least, that's what she thought at the time. She did admit that it was just a misconception on her part later, though.
北条大夫では周りとのレベルが合わず、ついでに周りとのコミュニケーションも取れず、クラスメートと1年間一言も喋らなかった。
Because she was so far above her peers in terms of ability and her reasoning to communicate with others, she spent a whole year without speaking to a single classmate.
一応入学したての頃は少しは話してたみたいですけど、主にひどい喧嘩だったそうです。
From what I've heard, she did talk a little bit when she first entered the school, though it mainly took place during arguments and fights.
遅刻無断欠席は当たり前。教師からも見捨てられ、素行不良で何度も問題を起こし、2年の終わりにとうとう音楽家から放出。
She was constantly late or absent from class, abandoned by our teachers, caused a countless number of incidents due to bad behavior, and was removed from the music program at the end of the second year.
でも卒業だけはなんとかなりました。
But she did manage to graduate one way or another.
うわー、何このゴシップ。世間に名前が浸透する前からいきなりこんな。
Wow, what's with all this gossip? Just barely starting to get her name out there in the world. All of a sudden, this?
さすがは東間陽子の娘って言われそうだな。
She certainly lives up to her title as Toma Yuko's daughter, is what people are probably going to say.
まずくないですかね。もともとアンサンブルの編集長が東間陽子と知り合いだったから取ってこれた特集記事なんでしょこれ。
Isn't this kinda bad? The guys at Ensemble only gave us this first job in the first place because our chief was on good terms with Toma Yuko. But this time, it's not because of an issue with my enthusiasm, but rather the actual content of my submission. She does seem more eager to comment compared to last time. However, I guess I managed to improve a little. Though it's entirely possible that I screwed up even harder this time.
誰に聞いたんだこんな話。学園関係者の誰がこんなこと喋った？
Where did you get all this info from? Did a faculty member at the school tell you this?
本人です。
From herself.
まあ3年前のことですけど、でもエピソードそのものはそれよりも前のことばかりなので問題ないかなと。
Well, it has been 3 years since I heard it, but all the events described here took place even earlier than that, so I don't think there's a problem. Mari-san looked at me with her usual stern expression. The other employees present took a look at the manuscript. Mari-san passed over to them just now and started grasping at their heads in uncertainty like predators grasping at their prey. Ah, thanks to me using my head too much yesterday, the metaphor turned out really weird.
本当に載せてもいいんだな、これ。
Can we really print this? But Mari-san's expression is certainly different than the one she had used when she rejected my draft. That much I'm sure of. After all, she might look stern, but there's no hint of regret or disappointment in her eyes.
それは今の段階では何とも言えません。一度学園側にチェックしていただかないと。取材したことを何も反映してませんし。
I can't make any final statement about that, given its current state. We should at the very least talk with the school about this. I didn't use anything from the interview at all.
学園側のコメントとこの内容は何も関係ないんだろ？なら文句を言われる筋合いもない。
The school's comments and the things written here are completely unrelated, right? Then they have no grounds to complain to us about anything.
そういう考え方もありますね。
That's certainly one way of thinking about it.
向こうには取材したけど使わなかったとだけ言っておけばいい。連絡は私の方からしておく。
We could just call them. We did the interview, but we didn't use any of it. I'll contact them personally about it. She said we can just tell them that we did the interview, but didn't use any of it.
それって
What does that mean?
マリさん、まさか。
Mari-san, no way, right?
これ OK なんですか？
You're giving this the green light? Next time, we find out if she actually gave him the green light. But yeah, it sure sounds like he did. Like she did. See ya.